Hey, this is Brandon, and I just wanted to share a quick thought with you this morning. It's basically about taking ownership and how you handle criticism. Okay? So there's this great quote by Aristotle. It says, criticism is something that can be easily avoided by saying nothing, by doing nothing, and by being nothing. And I've never really been one who wants to be, know, or do nothing. So if you're in that same boat, you're going to face criticism. So when somebody gives you feedback that you don't like, how do you handle it? How do you address it? Couple different things that a guy named John Maxwell put out that I think are really helpful. He talks about the fact that we need to know who we are. We need to take ownership and make the changes that are necessary, that we need to accept who we are and also who we are not. And then finally, we need to not take ourselves too seriously. We need to understand that we are not perfect and that there are things that we just can't change. So we need to be accepting of that. Okay? So let me break down a couple of pieces of this. Know who you are. I am a salesperson. I really am impatient. I love to get on to the next thing. It's part of what makes me a decent salesperson is the fact that I want to go to the next thing and the next thing. It's the next thing. So when somebody tells me no, or when one deal falls through, it's okay. I'm ready to move and go forward. I don't have the same characteristics that somebody who may be in service may have. They typically are very, very patient. They are empathetic and wanting to really, press down on things and get things corrected to make the client feel better and to get things straight. Salespeople are typically too impatient to make those types of things happen well, or when we do, it drives us crazy. That's why we're in sales and not in service. Now, all sales is service and all service is sales. I get that. But you can completely understand why some people who are impatient would be better served in a high-paced sales position versus taking care of customer service issues that might drag on for days or weeks. We need to take ownership of who we are, understand who we are, and that sometimes we have to make changes in order to perform our jobs more efficiently and more effectively. So that impatience sometimes is not a virtue. That's shocking, I know. But we have to remember that we can become better than who we are if we simply take ownership of that, understand who we are, and then accept the fact that we may need help in those situations. There are oftentimes we need to accept the fact that we are not something like patient, and we need to seek out the help of others who are. People who maybe are more administratively talented than others. They're people that we need to lean on and ask for help during the right situations. And finally, you need to realize that you can't take yourself too seriously. None of us are perfect. We all are going to make mistakes. We need to understand that perfection is not the end goal. It's the pursuit of better, right? So yesterday, I'm not the same person I am today, and I'm not today the same person I'm going to be tomorrow. I can get better and improve myself. And if I don't hear the criticism and the feedback that people give me, I'm really going to struggle to pursue getting better today and tomorrow. I don't want to be the same person I was yesterday. I want to grow and I want to become better. And how I handle criticism, how you handle criticism, and the perspective that you bring to it, that will make all the difference in the world. So remember, know who you are, take ownership of that, make the changes that you need to, and accept the things that you may not ever be great at. Find the help that you need, and don't take yourself too seriously. Hopefully that helps, gives you some insight on better ways to handle criticism, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful week.